Hi! So I'm filming this video at like 11:30 at night, and I'm also watching Shani live stream. Why am I making a video at 11:30 on a Sunday night when I have class really early in the next morning? I don't know. Because I felt like it. So today is going to be more of a serious video. I'm not going to do a whole lot of serious videos on this channel, but today I felt like I needed to. But before that, I have a couple of announcements. One of my best friends gets home from her mission for our church in less than 2 weeks, and I'm going to the airport and picking her up, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna be there with her family. I just had a poster. Oh well. She's been in the Dominican Republic for the last 18 months, and I'm so excited to see her again. Second, I'm gonna be down in Disney in less than 2 months. Thirdly, I think, yeah, that's the third. This is the third thing. I will be in Utah in probably a month. I don't know exactly when we're gonna go. All I know is it will be after probably the 15th or 16th, and I'm pretty sure we're driving there, so that's gonna take like 2 days, which sucks, but oh well. And Shani, if you're watching this, I really, really hope I can see you again. Fourth, this book is really good, but it is also very intense, and one of the chapters did make me physically sick. But if you read it, it's probably not the chapter that you're thinking it is. It made me physically sick because I know people that are talked about in this book. That person is a very strong person, and I love that person very much. It's just terrible to hear that person being talked about in that way. And this book is also very mature. Just throwing that out there. Let's get into the video. So, I have depression. A lot of people have depression. It's incredibly common. Most people get at least one depressive episode during their life. But for me, it's different. I have a type of clinical depression called dysthymia, which is also called persistent depressive disorder. And it sucks. I also have seasonal affective disorder, which is also called SAD. Great acronym. Great acronym. There are some people who do get it in the spring and in the summer. I am not one of those people. I get it in the fall and the winter, and that really sucks because my two favorite holidays are in the fall and in the winter. My favorite holiday is Halloween, and then my second favorite holiday is Christmas. Some of my triggers for my depression, sometimes it is situational. The depressive episode that I'm in right now, that I have been in for over a month, or right about a month. Part of it was definitely caused by a certain situation in my personal life, which triggered the heck out of me because I was in that position a year and a half ago, and I definitely know how that woman was feeling. And then sometimes it just happens, the chemicals in my brain just don't balance out, and I get depressed. It just happens. The weather definitely affects my depression, as I've mentioned before. When it's very cold and gross and just rainy and disgusting and windy outside, I get very triggered. The weather definitely plays a huge part in my depression. What happens to me? I go into isolation mode, and I know I shouldn't do that. Trust me, I know. But I do. And I really try not to. But sometimes I end up doing it anyways. I get incredibly tired. I'll be tired all day, and then I'll try to go to sleep, and I can't sleep. I feel very numb, and I feel basically nothing. And during that time, I start thinking that no one likes me. All my friends are just faking it, and they don't actually want to be my friend, and they aren't actually my friend. And part of that does stem from my abuse. What helps me during my depressive episodes is I have a very good support system. My parents are great, my older sister is great, my friends are great, and I do not deserve to have them. and yet I do. And I'm incredibly, incredibly grateful for that. And also, I have a therapist as part of my support system. I don't know what's going to happen with that when I move to Florida. I'll find out. But therapy is fantastic. I actually saw Imagine Dragons on their Evolve tour a couple weeks ago. And Dan Reynolds, the lead singer of Imagine Dragons, goes to therapy. And he's like this huge celebrity, and he still needs help. So that was pretty cool to know. I'm a huge believer in positive thinking. And trust me, that's really hard to do sometimes. But what I like to keep in mind is every day might not be a good day. But there is something good in every day. And sometimes that good thing is a very little thing. An example from my own life is Friday. I did not want to get out of bed. I did not want to talk to anyone. I was very much in isolation mode. But my favorite band announced new music. And my favorite band is Sugarland. They are a country band. They were my first concert. I absolutely love them. And they have not made any new music in 5 or 6 years. And they announced brand new music on Friday, and I'm so excited. We don't have any other details. We just know that they are going to have new music out sometime in 2018. And I'm so excited. So it could be that. It could be the fact that you actually got out of bed. That is great. That is amazing. Also, gratitude. Being grateful for the little things in your life. That has helped me a lot. Also, listening to uplifting music helps me a lot. Yes, I listen to a lot of Disney music. Yes, that might be considered childish. I don't give a crap. I love Disney. Disney music makes me feel better. So I'm gonna listen to it. And I don't care what you think. And lastly, I should have put this first actually. But I'm an incredibly religious person, and I know not everyone is, and I know that everyone might not believe the same thing that I do, and that's okay. It's okay if you believe in God, it's okay if you don't believe in God, but for me, personally, I believe in God, and He has helped me in my depression. Honestly, if it wasn't for God, I don't think I would be in the position that I am right now. I also have anxiety, and I have generalized anxiety disorder. And yeah, it sucks. What triggers my anxiety? Well, some of the triggers that I could think of were driving. Sometimes crowds can make me very anxious, which seems really weird. Seems how I love going to concerts and I love going to Disney. In both of those places, there's a lot of people. Like, all the time. So, I don't know how that works. It doesn't happen all the time. But sometimes it does. And then school also triggers me. I'm in college, and yeah, I have a lot of assignments, and that makes me very anxious. But it's something I have to work through. And we all have things that we have to work through. I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm perfect. And I'm not claiming that I ever have been perfect or that I ever will be perfect. Now, what happens to me when I get very anxious is one of two things. I either freak out and have an anxiety attack, which is not fun, or I completely shut down. My body just is like, nope, we're not dealing with this. And then sometimes I'll have an anxiety attack and then shut down right afterwards. I don't like having anxiety attacks because they make me really tired and they suck all my energy out and I hate them. Now, what helps me when I get very anxious is basically the same thing that helps me with my depression. And yeah, I have coped with both of them in an unhealthy way. I'm not gonna touch on those, though one of those coping skills is a disease, so there's that. Now, to end this video, I just want to say mental illness is not a choice. Do you think I would choose to be miserable for 3 to 4 months out of the year? Do you think I would choose to completely freak out and scream and cry and uncontrollably shake when I get anxious? No, I wouldn't. But yet, I do. That's not my fault. I didn't choose to be depressed. I didn't choose to be anxious. I don't consider myself a depressive, and I don't consider myself an anxious person. I consider myself a person who suffers with depression and who suffers with anxiety. But that is not me. That is my mental illness. It's not my fault. I'm not being punished. It's okay to have depression. It's okay to have anxiety. A lot of people have both of them. It is very common. You can live a very happy and fulfilling life with a mental illness. Look at Dan Reynolds. He is the lead singer of a very successful popular band. Look at Demi Lovato. She is incredibly successful in her music career and in her acting career. Carrie Fisher. She was an incredibly successful actress. There are so many people in the world who do live happy, successful lives with a mental illness. I just want to say this quote from Jeffrey R. Holland. Don't you quit. You keep walking. You keep trying. There is help and happiness ahead. A lot of it. And that's one of my favorite quotes. And I truly believe that. That quote is one of the things that keeps me going every day. So that is just a little bit about my depression and my mental illness. I'm not depressed every day. There are good days and there are bad days. But I look for the little things, and I'm very grateful for the life I have. If you've made it this far, congratulations. I promise my next video will be more upbeat. I tried to make this one as upbeat as possible. Bye!